Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Leadership Bootcamp of the spring session for 2015. Thank you for hanging in there with us. We were definitely having some technical difficulties getting it started this morning, but we finally got it going. So I'm very excited. We have 10 district managers on here today. We have a few more that are going to be joining in as we go through the sessions, and we have several leaders that are going to be sharing along the way too. So I am Gretchen Griffin. I'm the district sales manager for District 2867 and District 7908. We cover a little bit of West Virginia, a little bit of Washington State, so we cover both sides of the country. And I just wanted to come out and congratulate you first off for investing your time and learning experience into this boot camp session, and we hope that you're going to enjoy the challenges, the learning, and all of the tips and trainings that we're going to be bringing you over the next several weeks. I want to encourage those of you who are watching live via the Google event page. You have a little Q&A button that is on the bottom of the screen where you're watching the video. Feel free to click on that and submit your questions. It'll come up on our screen as we're going through all the sessions. So we'll be able to see your questions and answer them live for you. Also, you want to stay tuned to the end. You're going to hear a special challenge on each session that you're going to be able to earn rewards and some recognition for. So you want to make sure that you stay tuned to the end of each one. So we have today, you're going to hear from everyone that's on here. They're going to introduce themselves. We're from all over the country, so all the managers that you see we just cover the whole U.S. And they're going to be sharing their expertise in different things. You know, every person has different strengths, so I'm so excited to get to pull from everybody that we have on these sessions. And thank goodness for technology, because that's what makes this possible. So the virtual world has just created so many new possibilities for us. So let's go ahead and get started with introducing, and let's see who we have on here with us. Let's start out with Ms. Shana Mena. Can you introduce yourself, Shana, and let everybody know who you are?
Sure, thanks, Gretchen. Hi, everyone. I am Shana Mena. I'm the District Sales Manager for District 5834, which is in Missouri, and District 7900, which is in Washington State, and I'm coming to you live from Southwest Virginia. So when we say we're across the miles, we truly are. And I'm going to pass this over to Christy Alley. How are you today, Christy?
Great, thanks, Shana. I am Christy Alley, the District Manager for District 1490 and District 1134. We are in Virginia and Mississippi and Alabama. So excited to see all of you. And I will pass it over to Miss Janice to say hello.
Thanks, Christy. I'm Janice Youngblood. I'm the District Manager for District 2860. We're located in northern part of West Virginia and also western Maryland. And I'm coming from the mountains of West Virginia where the sun was shining a little bit ago, but we're having those April showers now. So, Amanda, what's all happening your way?
Hi, I'm Amanda Bartran. I am the District Sales Manager of District 7927 and 7928, both located in beautiful Idaho. I am located in Meridian, Idaho, which is a suburb of Boise. Go Blue! All right, now go to Cruzy.
Hi, my name is Cruzy. I'm the District Sales Manager for 5168 and for 7275. I hail from the great state of Kansas, and 5168 is the whole western part of Kansas. 7275 is located in Arizona. So I'm excited to be here, and now I will pass it on to our wonderful Jeremy. How are you?
Doing good, Cruzy. Thank you. Hey, everyone. My name is Jeremy Moore. I'm actually in Mississippi down the south, and my district is District 1072, which is all the Delta region of Mississippi, all the farmland. And I actually am living right about 2 hours outside my district here in Jackson, Mississippi. And I'll go ahead and pass it on over to Ms. Nelson.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. We're here in beautiful Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We actually bump up against Miss Christy Alley in 1490, and my name is Becky Nelson. Our district number is 1449, and we're sitting here in North Carolina watching it rain today. So thanks, everybody, for joining the call. I'm going to pass it over to Tracy.
Thanks, Becky. I'm Tracy Gaffney from District 4844 in Michigan and also 4177 in Ohio. I live in northern Wisconsin and I'm so excited to work with all of you. And I'm going to pass it on to Kelly.
Thanks, Tracy. Hello, everyone. My name is Kelly Travail, and I'm coming to you live from Omaha, Nebraska. I am the district manager for District 5202, which is in the beautiful state of Missouri, and 5373, which is in Iowa. Back to you, Gretchen.
So thank you, everybody, for sharing just a little bit about yourself. So I hope you guys don't have to remember all their names. I know in our other broadcasts we have you remember every manager that's on there so you can win a prize. But you're going to be hearing so much more from them, and by the end of the boot camp, that I guarantee you're going to remember their names and their leaders as well. So I just wanted to start out sharing a little bit about what we want to do with this boot camp for everyone. And our main intent, of course, is to bring all of you motivated representatives that are hungry for something more out of your Avon business and in your life, and eager to grow your earnings and your teams. We want to bring you some ideas, some tips, and some methods to help you do that. We are taking suggestions on the bootcamp page, so we want to hear from you. We want to hear what you want to learn, what you're having struggles with, some tips that you want to hear. So feel free to add that. We have the bootcamp community. If you're not part of that, make sure you're getting into that as well. And we want to make sure you have a good, firm foundation for your leadership business and to help you grow your teams and duplicate yourself and your teams so that it can continue to grow for you. And you notice that we are calling this our spring session, so we want to leave room for some possibilities for some more trainings in the future. And we're going to have every other week, so it's going to be 6 bi-weekly sessions for the spring session. Our goal is to keep each one under an hour and a half. Hopefully it'll go quicker, but we wanted to give it an hour and a half because we do have some content-rich areas. As you know, the next one's on prospecting. So we did want to spend a little bit of focus on that because that is one of the biggest things that we hear from our representatives and our leaders. How do we prospect? What do we say? What types of things can we do? So we want to spend a little extra time on that one. And then, we want to make sure that we keep it with pertinent info on what you really need to have for your business. So each session, like we said earlier, is going to contain a challenge for you to complete, and Ms. Christy Alley is going to tell you a little bit more about that towards the end of the session today. It's just some of the topics you're going to hear about over the 6 sessions. It's going to be something from every part of PATD. And if you don't know what PATD is, that is just really prospecting, pointing, training, and developing. You've heard that throughout your Avon training. If you're new, you may not know it as well as some of the others. We're also going to talk a little bit more about increasing your team sales. With the advanced leadership, we know that it's going to be based more on sales, so a lot of our leaders are wanting to focus more on that. Duplication, you heard me mention that already. One of the other issues we heard a lot of leaders asking for more information and tips on is inspiring more to become leaders. Also creating your own community within your team. Social media, Tracy's going to take us through a little bit of social media in just a few minutes. You're going to get a little sneak peek of what she's going to talk about, and then we have some other managers sharing in with on some later sessions. And then we go into just a few other things like time management, web office, general business, and lots more. So I'm really passionate about all the opportunities, and I know every one of the managers on here are too. Avon has so many opportunities out there for you now that we really want to make sure you're not leaving anything on the table. So today, we want to make sure that you know what's on the table. We encourage you all to go after every incentive, every bonus opportunity, everything that you can get. So we're going to give you a general overview and just today of some of the incentives that you have on the table. And then as we go through the sessions, we're going to intertwine those and show you how that those are really going to make a difference in your business and your earnings. So we're going to start off with hearing a little bit from Miss Cruzy. Miss Cruzy, I love her because she has some amazing strengths that I admire her for, one of which is she's really good with setting expectations. So she's going to share a little bit about how she does how she does set some expectations with her people, and it's really worked for her. So I'm going to pass it over to Cruzy so she can share a little bit more with you.
Okay. Well, one of the most valuable lessons that we can teach our new representatives is so important because it can help their business in so many ways. We must teach them how to collect money at the time of the sale. Previously, Avon was the only direct sales company that offered credit, but is now aligning our credit policies with the standards of the other direct selling companies. So we're asking for payment when the order is placed. So this step is very simple, and it can take place in the appointing process and can easily be taught by explaining to the representative that the receipt book has 3 copies, 1 black and 2 pink. The black one will stay in the receipt book for the representative for future reference. The pink copy should be given to the customer, the first one when they take the order and collect the money, and the second one when they deliver the product. So it's very simple just to explain that to them. I know that many of you wonder with back orders, how this is going to work out, but it's okay, because if you don't put any negativity on it, then they're not negative about it. Basically just tell them, well, guess what? You got credit to spend on your next order, and they're fine with that. Also, if we don't teach them how to collect money up front and they have to pay for the order and it goes on hold, they may never pay for it, and you become frustrated. They become frustrated and they can give up, and we don't want them to do that, right? So collect money up front, just teach them from the very beginning. So next, many of us are virtual markets. Well, I think everyone on here is a virtual market, and we have many recruits that will be appointed online. And it can take up to 7 days for those recruits to get their Avon Startup Kit. So it's really, really very important that as soon as they sign up, you send them a little welcome text or email, but the text is really important because you can attach a picture of the daily care collection. And I don't know if Gretchen has a picture that she can share. But anyway, so you text them the daily care collection, and then just send them a challenge. Say, if you sell a minimum of 5, right there, if you sell a minimum of 5, you get your 20% earnings, which is $20. Plus, they're eligible for the $20 rebate, plus samples, and you'll get your $35 bonus. So it's a win-win on both sides. Okay? Finally, the really important step in preventing removals. Take a look at your inactive 4 and past due 3s, because they're going to get removed. So if an order goes in on Thursday, on Monday you need to send them a little email, and just on the email, on the first one, to send an email 3 days before the order goes in, let them know that they're going to get removed. Just give them just a little brief update. 2 days before, send them a text. The day before, call them, especially if they have credit. Because again, with the alignment of the credit policies, if they get removed and they had credit, when they come back, the chances are they won't have it. So you want to make sure to prevent those removals by letting them know the strict standards that Avon is now holding us up to. So you need to make sure that they know this, because it could be vital in them continuing with Avon or quitting. And you want to make sure that they want to stay for good. And this is a good way for them to do it. All right, back to you, Gretchen.
Thank you very much, Cruzy. I love your tips, and I so appreciate you coming on and helping to share those today, and that helping the other representatives. I have to let you say goodbye because Cruzy's going to hop off. She has a sales meeting to get ready for this evening, so we do appreciate your time and sharing. And you're going to be hearing lots more from Cruzy, and she has a few secret weapons sales leaders that are going to be sharing with you in the future. Thanks, Cruzy.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
And now we have, we're going to bring another manager on. So we're using Google Hangouts, and here's your first tip on Google Hangouts. You can only have 10 people on the camera at any one time when you're doing a live broadcast. If you're not doing a live broadcast, you can sneak more people in by using the conference call line, but when you're doing a live broadcast, everyone on the camera, you can only have 10. So So we're going to bring a manager in right now that's going to talk to you a little bit about the Get Fit opportunity. And we want to just kind of make sure every person that's watching this knows what kind of potential you have with the Get Fit opportunity. And Get Fit started in campaign 7, and it's going to run through campaign 19. And so we're already in full swing. Everyone can play, whether you're a leadership before that or if you're not a leadership person yet. So I'm going to introduce first Miss Angie Reckley, who just snuck on. You might have saw her sneak on down there. Angie, how are you today?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on. Can you share with everyone where you're at and what districts you're covering now?
I am covering District 2856. We are in Maryland, Westminster, Frederick, and Hagerstown area, so we have some representatives on from that area. District 2856 in Maryland.
Fantastic. I know I saw a couple of them on the registration form. I was excited. So I'm going to do my screen share so y'all have your slides up for you, and you can go ahead and just share a little bit about the Get Fit opportunity.
Fantastic. Thanks, Gretchen. I am so excited to be on to share this because this is boot camp. So in boot camp, you use boot camp to get fit, right? So we're going to go through, we have the slides up there. We're going to go through how to get fit. You all came here today to learn how to make more money, and I will tell you the advanced leadership is a huge opportunity for you to do just that. The Get Fit recruiting fast track bonuses as well as the mentor bonuses are a wonderful opportunity for you. So here you are today. That's you. Aren't you looking cute? That's you. As soon as you help somebody, and you want to think about everyone that you know, how you can really help them make money with Avon. And I will promise you, you're going to earn 3 times the money by growing your own team and actually helping people. We all like to help other people. So here you are. You bring your friend in. Your friend gets started. She comes in. She places and pays a $100 first-time order, and you earn a bundle of products over $100. It's really up to you what you do with that bundle of products. You can sell it. It would be all pure profit for you, profit of over $100. Keep it for yourself. Use it for demos. Reinvest in your business to make more money through demoing the products. You have the opportunity. Your fast track begins, and you have a $2,600 opportunity. That is your potential. And I know you guys all listening, you're smart, you're on the call today. You do not want to leave any money on the table. You want to go for that $2,600. Every person that you bring to Avon after your first person, so we all have several friends we know who would like to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. Every person after that you bring on, you will receive a $35 bonus through campaign 19 when they come on and they place and pay a $100 order. And we all know they want to place a $100 order so that they too can be making money. And we're going to talk later in later sessions on how to have a successful $100 first order. So how do you achieve this? Now this is for our new people who have not yet started growing their team or inviting their friends in. So you become a sales leader for the first time. Your leadership journey starts with your second friend coming on board. Now, of course, you've received the bundle of products. That's a wonderful thing. But your first through your 4th campaign, you have the potential to earn up to $200 every campaign. In addition to the $35, the $100 bonus, you can earn up to $200 every campaign from your 1st through your 13th campaign. But it's a Get Fit. We're going to give you a workout. So your first 4 campaigns, when you have $1,000 to $19.99 in sales from you and your new friends, you're going to receive a $100 check. As those units increase, as your sales increase and your team's out there and you're selling more and more with your new friends, you're going to get $150 up to $200 when you have $4,000 in unit sales. That's pretty exciting. It's a great thing. To be eligible for the cash rewards, you need personal sales of $200 and 3 members on your team so that you can start collecting that $100 up to $200 each campaign for your first 13 campaigns that you started to grow with your friends. For those who are already existing leaders, You still can receive that $35 for each person that you bring to Avon. You still can get that first person to come in and you receive that $100 bundle products. That is with your first person starting in Campaign 7. So we rolled out this program in Campaign 7. So Campaign 7 through 10, that was your Get Fit period. Now right now we're trending to be closing out Campaign 8 and going into Campaign 10 for the different meal plans that we have here. So know where you are. Maybe some of you have already missed a little bit of this money, so there's a fire alarm going off. You need to get crazy. You need to go bananas and go out there and start really bringing in those people who are going to give you $1,000 up to $4,000 or more in new unit sales. You will receive $100 to $200 each campaign that you do. So really take your team by the hand, go out there and really do customer searches, grow those unit sales, because this program is going to go on. We have the opportunity to get fit from Campaign 7 through Campaign 19. So we still got plenty of time. There is at least 9, 10 more campaigns out there where we can go crazy. How about mentoring bonuses? Some of you remember when we had mentoring bonuses. Now we have them back, and it's very exciting for you. So you really want to get to the advanced unit leader stage, the level or above, because that is when you can make bonuses based on what your teams are doing. You get cash rewards for every fast track you mentor in your first generation. Every time they earn a bonus, you earn a bonus. So when they earn $100, Avon is going to give you a mentoring bonus of $50. When they get their unit sales up to the $2,000 and they're getting $150, you will get $100. So you really want to partner with those and grow those teams really, really strong. You have the potential to get each campaign, in addition to your own $100 to $200 mentoring bonuses of $50 to $150. That's a lot of money that you can earn. I hope that you see all the green and then see how exciting this is. It's a very, very lucrative program for you. As you advance, what you want to do is you want to grow what our new titles are going to be: Silver Ambassador, Gold Leaders. So representatives who are Advanced Unit Leader and above, during the incentive period, you cash rewards for every qualifying title of Silver and Gold Ambassador or Gold Leader in your first generation who advances during the incentive period time, which is Campaign 7 through 19. So we are well underway here, and it's time to really get out there. The weather is beautiful, unless you're in North Carolina and it's raining down there. You want to take your friends out and do customer searches. As you are having your eligible representatives, Advanced Unit Leader above, you're developing a new Silver Ambassador. Cash rewards paid after 3 consecutive campaigns. Once they title as a new Silver Ambassador, cash rewards of $50. A new Gold Ambassador, cash reward of $100. And when you develop a Gold Leader title advancement, you will receive $1,000. Vacations are coming. Pay off some credit card debt maybe left over from Christmas. There's a whole lot of things that you can do with that money, and we really want to see you earning that.
All right, so let's jump into advanced leadership. Most of you should know about the great new leadership program that is launching. We are getting fit, ready for coming soon in Campaign 19. So we have three real categories that we're going to start looking at. The base level is actually 4. We're looking at promoters. Those are the people that love Avon, are willing to talk about it. They're sharing the love of selling, but they're not really building their team yet. This is when you bring in your first and your second new representative. And then once you bring in that third and you all are placing orders, then you move into the ambassador level. And this is the level that we're seeing our unit leaders at right now. So you can kind of get an idea of where, if you are today, where you will be. And so level 1, you're teaching others how to sell. When you complete that one, you move through the ambassador to silver ambassador to gold ambassador. You move to leader. This is where you're training others how to recruit and how to build a team. This is where you would be if you were an advanced unit leader or an executive unit leader. And then that bright pink area, that's where we see our executive leaders. Those are the ones that are mentoring other leaders and they're developing teams. Perfect. So this is the full list of titles. This is one of the most important sheets to have printed and somewhere near your desk, because you can put into perspective what today's program looks like as opposed to where we're going. So if you look on the left-hand side, you can see Candidate, Unit Leader Plus, AUL, EUL, SUL, and NSEUL. Those are our current titles. So we will be moving from 6 titles to 10 titles. 10 titles gives you so much more opportunity for title growth and for movement within your title based on your sales. Okay, so if you are a unit leader right now, depending on your sales, you're going to be an ambassador. Like I said, an AUL or an EUL, you're going to be in that leader area, and then SULs and NSULs will be moving to the executive leader and silver executive leader. Okay. All right, and really the idea behind the advanced leadership is it's a simple model focused on sales. So instead of just recruiting and bringing on team members and basing your title on what your team is doing, your sales now impact your title a little bit more. More steps and more opportunity to celebrate the successes that you guys are achieving. And then titles describe the behaviors needed to succeed. So if you're an ambassador, that title reflects what you're doing with your business. If you are in the leaders, it reflects what you're doing with your business. So it gives you a good overview. If you're still unclear about what the Advanced Leadership Program really is about, there's going to be a lot of great workshops available to you. They're called the StepUp Workshops. Right now, the calendar, if you go into Avon University, you can search it in your calendar and you will see all of the locations that it's currently being held at. But stay tuned, because it is running from April to July, and we will be having some remote opportunities for the StepUp Workshop as well. So stay tuned. I'm sure as soon as those dates are announced, we will be announcing them on Bootcamp. But remember, you should always be in your Avon University, searching that calendar, finding the trainings that are best suited for you and your business. Now over to, I believe, Shayna.
Thanks, Amanda. So we all know that to build our teams, we absolutely need people. However, in addition to needing people, we also need sales, because that's where those cash bonuses are going to come in. So to help you boost your sales and to boost them quickly, one of my favorite things in the whole world is skincare. So that is how you're going to boost your sales, with your skincare. Skincare is a residual income. You are going to replenish your skincare every 3 months on an average. That's what a woman is replenishing her skincare. And also, when a woman finds her skincare regimen, she becomes very loyal to it. And it's very hard to dissuade her from anything else. So with that opportunity out there, why not get your customers started on our fabulous skincare? We're going to have some skincare segments on our Leadership Bootcamp. We also have them on some other broadcasts that we do. And there is some new skincare segments that are coming to Avon University. So be sure to check out all the avenues of skincare, get yourself educated, learn the product so you can speak to it, and really watch your sales increase and boost. So I'm going to pass this back on over to Janice.
Thanks, Shayna. So we're hearing lots of great things today, all kinds of things that will really help our business and help our teams, and so we're going to want to duplicate those. Duplication, it's not a word you hear a lot about, but we as district managers do, and it's something we want to share with you. So actually, the duplication means the act or process of copying, make or be a copy of. So how can you duplicate? The way you can duplicate is to learn things, learn as much as you can. Follow other leaders who are successful and strive to be like them. How can you follow them? Follow them on Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest. There's all kinds of ways. And they share lots of great information. And so what will you do with this information when you have it? What do you do with it? How do you use it? Well, that's when you're going to want to take that information and share it with your team. Share it in meetings, share it in calls, share it in trainings. And when you have your meetings and your get-togethers, you can use all the tools that Avon has given you. And there's lots of virtual tools also that you can use. So duplication, though, doesn't mean that somebody has to be the exact same person you are, because we all want to be honest. But what duplication means basically is training, getting out the word, getting out the processes, showing other people how to do what you're doing. And along the way, you're going to want to learn more too. So let's pass it now back to Gretchen.
Well, thank you, everyone. That's great sharing, great information, and I know everyone wants to learn more about Get Fit so they can be fit when advanced leadership gets here, and more importantly, stay fit, because we want everyone to have that firm foundation and make sure that when they're growing that big tree, that it doesn't fall over. And I know we have some leaders that are going to speak on that in the upcoming sessions as well. So I want to thank all of you for really sharing your expertise. I know a lot of representatives out there are appreciative of that. The Get Fit, the new Hit 100 Challenge, also is something else that we're going to be focusing on. It's a brand new incentive that just started. Actually, it's just starting. So it's kind of taken the place of the Just For You bonus for new representatives. And every new person you're bringing on will have the opportunity to earn $100 in cash and some samples, as well as a nice product bundle. So if you haven't seen that new flyer, you want to check out your Avon.com. And for all leaders, you want to make sure that you're saving that to your computer or printing it and getting it out to all of the representatives that you already have signed up appointments that haven't ordered yet. So that Hit 100, if they haven't ordered for Campaign 9, you know, they might not start until after that. So that Hit 100 Challenge will be something that they can play in, and it might be a good way for you to get them to place their order. It's a nice incentive. You know, Avon heard everyone say that they like cash, so there's your cash incentive for your new representatives. Great way for them to add extra spending money. So let's switch focus now just a little bit. We're going to switch focus to the next session that's going to be held 2 weeks from today. So it's going to be on April 30th at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have, it's going to be totally about prospecting. We're going to have several district managers sharing. We're going to have some leaders sharing as well. We're going to cover various types of prospecting. You know, prospecting is different for everybody. There are so many different ways that you can do it, and just avenues that you can use. We know not everybody's comfortable with prospecting. I know, you know, before we all started sales, it was probably scary to all of us, and it's something that as you do it, the more you do it, the easier it gets. I'm sure everyone would agree with me, even my leaders. You know, it's but there, you know, there's ways that we get comfortable inside our comfort zone when we're prospecting, and you know, we always like to challenge you to step outside your comfort zone a little bit. So you're going to hear some different tips and ideas on the next call about how you can maybe expand your prospecting skills and activities, and maybe you don't have to step out of your comfort zone. I don't know. You might not have any apprehensions about prospecting, but you're going to hear a lot of different ways that you can go about it. But you know, you heard Shana say you have to have people to grow your sales. So one of the biggest things you're going to hear about is you know, how to keep that pipeline filled. Another thing that we're really big, especially us remote managers, we're really big on stopping the, you know, we don't want you to just spin your wheel. We want you to bring in people that are going to stay. So that is one of the main focuses that we're going to be sharing with you. So you're going to hear from a lot of the managers that you see tonight, and just to give you an idea of what you're going to see, some of our drill instructors are going to share just a little tidbit of what they're going to be talking about on the next session. So I'm going to pass it over to Becky now, and she's going to give you a little teaser.
Thank you, Gretchen, and hello, everybody. You know, Gretchen said that horrible P word, very P word. Prospecting, and you know, it's like having to go to the dentist to have a tooth pulled. That's about how we feel about prospecting, right? So on our next session, which you want to definitely make sure you tune in, we're going to talk about the different kinds of prospecting, and we're going to try to take the fear out of it a little bit. you know, it's nice if you can schedule it into your calendar several days a week or every day of the week to go out and work your business and go prospecting. You know, I like to take that out of the vocabulary. Let's just say team building. But, you know, we're all busy. We have jobs, we have families, we have other obligations. So, you know, you don't always have time to put that on your calendar. So we will learn some ways to work it into your everyday life. And again, we're going to try to take the fear out of that. I'm going to show you what direct prospecting is all about. So hope you'll join in a couple of weeks and let us teach you about direct prospecting. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Kelly for another little teaser about what's coming.
Thank you so much, Becky. As a leadership representative or former leadership representative, I remember the absolute fear that came over me when the district sales manager would say prospecting. I wanted to hide. And I think a lot of us, you know, we think of prospecting as stalking. Well, we're not stalkers. A stalker is the person that hides underneath the produce section because they want to just jump out and get somebody. Or the person that's underneath the clothing rack, right? We're not doing that. We might be getting a new outfit, or maybe we're buying some apples. So really, the indirect prospecting is about having a conversation. Your conversation might start about that new dress or about those apples, and it may evolve into something else. So you're not a stalker. It's indirect prospecting. One thing that I did as a leader, a former leadership representative, I was seriously so terrified. I'm not terrified of talking, I just was terrified of the idea of talking to strangers. So one thing I did as practice was I decided, okay, I do all these events because I'm all about selling my products and selling that skincare, right, Shayna? So what I did was I started practicing on the other people at the event, the other vendors. I thought, well, they know what I'm doing because they do similar things in their own direct sales business. So why not practice on people that have to do this themselves? So I started practicing on them, and lo and behold, I actually signed them up. So I thought, what? My day was complete the very first time I signed yes, I'm going to say it, a Mary Kay person up to sell Avon. And let's just say she's still with Avon. So my practice works. So practice makes perfect. You want to make sure that you tune in next time for tips and techniques on how to prospect indirectly. Now over to Christy Alley with some more information on prospecting.
Thank you, Kelly. So when I was an Avon leader, Miss Becky Nelson over there was actually my district manager, and she was very good at working with me where I was at. I was a busy lady. I owned a Curves franchise. I had a little girl we did not use daycare for, and a husband who worked swing shifts. So I had to work things into my life the way that they would work for me. I walked and talked in everyday life, and I'm going to share more on the next broadcast about how to do that, how to start, some words to use, those sort of things. And I'm very excited to do that with you next time. So now let's see what Mr. Jeremy has for us.
Thanks, Christy. On our next call, I'll be discussing more about prospecting as well. As a male, it was a little more challenging for me in some areas because the indirect prospecting didn't quite work for me. Little different, the different scenarios you could use. It wasn't as easy to me to go up to a woman out in public and say, wow, you have a beautiful dress, or you have beautiful eyes, because a lot of times they either want to smack me or run away. So there's different tips and tricks that I'm going to help teach you. Something so simple that probably none of you have even thought of, or some of you may have, and it's something so simple that could possibly help change your business and have people coming to you rather than you having to go find them. So I'll be joining on the next call, and we'll be covering some of those direct prospecting ideas and tips that I can give you. And now I'll pass it over to Tracy Gaffney as well.
Thanks, Jeremy. I'm very passionate about social media, and prospecting fits in perfectly with that. So it doesn't matter if it's Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, we can work out your Avon business on social media. So I'm very excited to share with you on our next call how you can grow and retain your Avon business through social media. Back to you, Christy. Or am I giving it to Gretchen? Let's go, Gretchen.
I'll take it back. So thank you, everybody. I'm sure you guys are really intrigued and excited for the next session. We have a wide variety of prospecting ideas for you guys. We're going to have lots of examples. We even have a leadership representative sharing this. Amanda's going to have one of her special ladies on, right, Amanda? She's giving us the thumbs up over there. She's all muted. So now to make it even more exciting, we couldn't have a boot camp without a boot camp challenge because we want you all to get fit during our sessions. So Christy Alley is going to share your first boot camp challenge and some details on how you can do that.
Thank you, Gretchen. So like Gretchen said, we have to have boot camp graduation. I mean, it just makes sense. So we want you to be able to graduate from boot camp and earn your leadership boot camp dog tags. So we are very, very excited about that. But in order to graduate from leadership boot camp, you'll need to earn badges that we will give you, sort of like challenges that you'll do to earn the badges. And we'll give you one for each of our 6 sessions. And we'll want you to have 6 badges to graduate. Now, what happens if you miss a session or maybe you don't quite make one of the badges? We may just have an extra credit badge here or there. So don't give up. But we do want you to focus really, really hard and really put your effort into earning each badge from each of the 6 sessions. So I know everybody's wanting to know, what's the first badge? What do we need to do? So between now and the next session, you'll need to have 1 recruit in the system, 1 in-district recruit, so in your current district, and you'll also need to have 10 names with a phone number minimum. Of course, it would be great to have that email as well, from people that you have talked to through just your everyday life, you know, whatever means that you're using to get out and talk to people. As we move along, we definitely want to use our bootcamp page. So whenever you have scheduled an event or you have set aside time that you're going to go out and walk and talk to people about Avon, we want you to post it on the Leadership Bootcamp page so that we can all celebrate with you. And that's definitely going to lead you to success and earning some of the rewards that have been talked about here today. Now, to earn your badge, you're going to see a Google Doc from your manager, and you're going to submit that Google Doc with the name and account number of your at least 1 recruit between now and the next session in 2 weeks. And you're going to let us know that you did get your 10 names and numbers. And that's how you're going to make sure that you earn your badge. So lots of great opportunities, lots of great ways for you to get those names and numbers. Don't forget about, you know, it's the yard sale time. You can set up at yard sales, job fairs, retail locations. And if you are new to leadership, or maybe you're not in leadership yet, be sure to contact your upline or your district manager for help on how to get going. Back to you, Gretchen.
Thank you, Christy. So hopefully you'll enjoy that challenge. We're taking it easy on you since we're just starting out. So you have 2 weeks to get 1 recruit. That's pretty easy. And like Christy said, if you're new and you're not really sure how to get started or how to go about that, get in touch with your upline or your district manager. I know we're all very excited to help you. We want to see you succeed. And we want to help you get that Get Fit bonus and that Fast Track $2,600. So be sure you tune in. And she did reference our Facebook group page. So it's Avon Leadership Bootcamp. It's on Facebook. We also have a community on Google+, but Christy was referring to the Facebook group page. So if you're not on there, make sure you go search for it and request to be added to that. And we'll see you. You'll see the new link very shortly. You'll see the link to the Google form your district managers will be sharing. We'll also have it on the group page, so that you can be sure to enter your recruits and your leads that you're out there collecting as your, what do you call it? Walk and talk, Christy, right?
That's right. I like that. Our division manager uses that, and I like it a lot better than prospecting. I think that's great. Walk and talk. Gretchen, just one more thing for our leaders who are out there watching. You may have people on your team member that you think have a great potential to grow their title. Please invite them, because we're starting now. They can watch this recording. They can get going and sign up right now. And it's going to help them and you to grow your team and your title and, of course, your earnings, too.
Absolutely. Great idea, Christy. So I'm going to just kind of wind it down now. Tune in 2 weeks from today at 2 p.m. Eastern, and you'll have a new link to watch from. If you had to miss part of this one, there's a replay. You can go back and get all the great ideas and take notes. So we'll see you guys in 2 weeks, and I hope you enjoyed your boot camp orientation. Have a great day, everyone.